Hello everyone, and welcome to something that isn't Kerbal Space Program. Can you believe it? Yeah, well today I'm gonna be playing something that has already been seen on this channel, but, I thought I would give it another go. I mean, you've probably seen Universe Sandbox before, I assume you have, but today, essentially what I want to try and do is, those pictures of the solar system, how every picture of the solar system, you see all of the planets, like, right next to the sun, because it's pretty much the only way to represent the whole solar system in one picture without the scale being way off, like you not being able to see anything. Yeah, well, today we're gonna see what would happen if that were slightly more realistic, I'm sure nothing bad will happen if everything is right next to the sun. This is gonna be perfectly fine. Yeah, we've even got Pluto in here. How you doing, little buddy? You ready to burn at 1,000 degrees? Okay, that's the spirit. Okay, and yeah, immediately Earth's temperature is rising a lot. Let me perform an act of mercy here and just melt the polar ice caps in advance. Alright, let's speed things up a little bit more, and as you can see, immediately the moon is already broken away from Earth because we're so close to the sun. Like, even though I put it right next to Earth to, represent the scale of those textbook solar system pictures you see, it's just not going to be strong enough. And meanwhile, Saturn's rings are just being yanked away from the planet, and they're actually, looks like they're being transferred to Jupiter almost, like the leading edge of them is going to Jupiter. I wonder if some of the particles will just end up around Jupiter instead of Saturn. Like, yeah, Jupiter's definitely getting hit by particles already, and well, it's starting to already get quite hot, as you can tell by the glowing band of fire that is starting to surround the planet. Oh yeah, Jupiter's cooking. Day side is 1,400, 1,500 degrees and counting. And meanwhile, the sun is this lovely shade of orange, as you probably noticed, because, if you ever look at a picture of the sun, it's always this, like, reddish-orange shade. That's actually because most pictures of the sun that we have are actually in the UV. They're not in the visible light. Like, if they were in the visible light, the sun emits visible light, like, in all different wavelengths. So if you combine all that together, the sun is actually white in visible light. But with UV filters, it actually gives it this orange color instead, which is much better for observing actual features on the sun, which is why it's so widely used in astronomy. Oh heavens, oh no, Saturn and the nameless funny planet are about to collide. What a shame, the Uranus jokes are gone forever. Oh, and meanwhile, while I was distracted by the destruction of Uranus, the Moon and Mars have, I assume, hit Jupiter because they've gone missing. I don't know, let's do a forensic composition analysis and compare this to a normal Jupiter. And, well boys, I think we got him. I think we know what happened to the Moon and Mars. Oh, and now Jupiter's influencing the Earth's orbit too, and we're now crossing the orbit of Venus. Lovely, I'm sure that will go just fine. Because, the destruction of two celestial bodies just wasn't enough for Jupiter. Probably decided it would be more fun to be a criminal mastermind and make Earth and Venus turn on each other. Okay, so you know how I said Earth's orbit was getting more eccentric? Well, I think it's gotten a little out of hand, because now it's about to collide with Mercury instead of Venus. I don't know, the two put aside their differences, they're gonna work together for now. But Mercury, he's going down. Oh wow, looks like it's actually not gonna be a head-on collision, and they just scrape past each other violently. Ugh. I don't know, we just decided to show mercy just this once. Just you wait, Mercury, come back around next time, you done. Oh yeah, and immediately following this, absolutely nothing of interest happened whatsoever. Oh well, I spoke too soon. Earth and Venus are back at each other's throats. Guys, no, it's what Jupiter wants. Don't do this. Okay, they didn't. We're cool. Actually, we're definitely not cool because everything is still 3,000 degrees and, well, Jupiter appears to have taken measures into its own hands, and now it's put Earth on a collision course with the sun. Jupiter, you're an absolute rat bastard, you know that? Don't try and tell me it was just gravity and you have no control over it. I don't want to hear it. This was a deliberate assassination. Everyone, give Jupiter the finger as we plummet into the sun. Oh wait, everyone's dead. Huh. And now Jupiter is going after the only one that ever stood a chance of even opposing it. Goodbye, Saturn. I don't know, I guess now we'll just speed this up a lot more to see if anything else will actually happen. And, well, it looks like the orbit of Venus is also gonna eventually get disturbed over time. Because, you know, with Jupiter, this guy, man, it's never enough. When will it stop? It's never gonna stop. And a little over 2 years later, there it goes. Well, looks like we're left with only 3 planets, so, you know, take this with a grain of salt, but if the textbook solar system actually became a real thing, apparently only Mercury, Jupiter, and Neptune would survive. Huh.